What is going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here from Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times with Retro Rich. Now today, I want to talk about pre-orders and why I might have been either unlucky or maybe was it, the gaming fates in the sky or something telling me, you know what, maybe this new round is not for you. So I got my PlayStation shirt on today, repping for Sony. I am a huge PlayStation fan, not going to deny that. Love their products, been a PlayStation fan ever since the original system. Love Microsoft too. I didn't actually own an original Xbox until after the 360 came out, but I got one of those, and I got a 360. I'm a console guy. Anything that's new, if it intrigues me, sometimes even in the least if it intrigues me, I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to check it out. But there was something about this particular launch, this one. And don't get me wrong. I got an Xbox One original, traded that in for an S, kept that one, bought an X, had a PlayStation 4, traded that in for the Destiny Collector's Edition PS4, then bought a PS4 Pro. So I've got it all. I've got a Switch over there, hanging out on the couch over there somewhere. I love getting systems. And PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X at the very beginning was no different. But something happened to me, and I don't know what it was, but maybe it was the titles and the fact that, yeah, okay, I'm interested in a lot of these titles. I want to play the new Final Fantasy. I love Halo. I want to play the new Halo. I like all these titles, but it's just something was off for me. But full disclosure, I tried to anyway, put in on both the PlayStation 5 and the Series X. Now, as many of you might know, if you've looked at stories or have personal anecdotes of your own, it was pretty rough trying to get in there and get a pre-order for either one of those systems. Now, obviously, there's a lot going on right now. So there's a lot of that to be said about the factors and why not, why aren't these systems more available or easier to pre-order, that kind of thing. Of course, I get it. Demand's real high too. Don't get me wrong there. Like, demand's super high. So, when demand meets short supply, those things go off in seconds, if not minutes sometimes, or the other way around, minutes, if not seconds. But I tried twice for the PlayStation 5 at its original window, which I thought was the day after the presser. Woke up to find out that it was a lost cause because they were all sold out. And I was right there minute one on the Series X. And for technical reasons or whatever, I just couldn't get in. But am I worried about it? No. Am I a little disappointed? Sure. Because, you want the cool, shiny hardware. But even before that, maybe there was something in me that was like, well, I don't have to go crazy, right? I don't have to go take days off of work to make sure that I get my pre-order in. Because my heart maybe wasn't in it. But what did I want? What did I really want? Well, maybe it was because I already knew I got a system on the way, right? That's the title of the video, Intellivision Amico, and then whatever I put down for pre-orders. Didn't actually suss out the full title yet, but this is an Intellivision Amico video. So, okay, well, we were talking about Intellivision Amico. So, why did I go in for that? Well, because everything excited me. From the release trailer to the interviews to all the other stuff that I found up on YouTube, to me finding this great community and joining Amico All Access, to everything, to the games, to the fact that I don't have to worry about doing all the stuff with my young kids now will be. As of December, I'll have 2 kids in the house. I won't have to worry about the content that's going to be on the big TV. I can put it in the living room. I won't have to come down here to the Bacon Ice Cream Studios and lock myself away after everyone goes to bed to play my games. All of those things, right? All of those things are reasons that I'm really excited about Amico. And I want everybody else to be excited too. And that leads me to the next thing. Okay, well, everybody knows. Oh, you want an Amico? You can go pre-order one. They're on, IntellivisionEntertainment.com. You hit up the website. You hit the link for GameStop. You can pre-order there. I haven't checked, but I think you can even still pre-order on Fig.co. And they've got like those the VIP pre-orders with I think still the wood grain and the black and the white one. So you can go there and get those things. Of course, GameStop has that Galaxy Purple one, and you can do everything online. You click a couple buttons and you're in, which is cool. And if you guys are interested in all that kind of stuff and you've checked out all the other people that are doing crazy Amico content like OEB Pete and the Atari Creep, Smash JT, and there's tons and tons of other people. But if you checked out that stuff and you're like, oh, well, yeah, maybe Amico's for me. Well, I mean, I encourage you, go ahead and on those websites and click away. But some people don't have the opportunity to just go online and hit the I want to pre-order button, even if it's for $100. They just don't have it. Maybe they'd leverage trade credit or other things, but it's just they just didn't have it to put down. So what I thought of was, well, okay, how many retailers are involved in the pre-order space right now in the United States? So listed was Walmart.com, which hasn't had anything live yet, I don't think. Amazon, which again doesn't have anything live right now, because I think they're going to be pushing that either soon, maybe next year, or at launch only. GameStop, which has their stuff live, and then Fig, right? So, and then there's another couple. There's Best Buy, but I don't know if you can go on there yet. I haven't actually checked Best Buy. But where's the one place you can go and walk into the store and go, I want to throw money down on this console, throw money down on the console and walk out? GameStop, right? Now, I know there's a couple of people out there might be watching this, like, oh, GameStop, blah, 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 blah. Well, think what you might about the way that people run the business or whatever. That's not this video. I'm a former GameStop employee, actually. And I can tell you that experiences, both good and maybe not so good, were had personally by myself while working for that company. But the people are awesome, and they'll answer any question you have, including the question when you walk into any GameStop store in the United States, at least, hey, can I pre-order an Amico right now? Well, I can tell you the answer is yes, you can. You can walk straight in to any GameStop store in the United States and go, I want to pre-order the Galaxy Purple or the Glacier White or the Obsidian Black. Is it Obsidian Black? I don't know. Version of the Amico, and I want to put money down. And you can. Now, is it listed in their big book? Well, it depends on how they printed it. So when I used to work for GameStop, they'd print out like a pre-order book, right? And then there'd be pages and pages and pages of all the games for all the systems that you could choose from in pre-order. It's a great way to do the catalog shopping when like right now we're in the middle of a big launch window, right? PS5 and the Series X we were just talking about. Well, what games are coming out? Well, they pull out this huge binder and they put it in front of you, and like all the launch titles will be right there. So you can be like, oh, cool. I want to pre-order this, pre-order this, pre-order this. Oh, and yeah, that one's coming out in April. I'll skip that one. That one's not coming out until next year. Okay, maybe I'll put that on that because I really want it or whatever. And then you move about your day. Well, if you look some of the other pages, there'll be, video game systems, video game accessories, video game games, software, and then other. And the other is usually for dedicated new SKUs, stuff that they don't know whether or not they have a space for it that is in their dedicated slots that people like Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo pay for in their retail outlets. So the way GameStop works is you go in and there's like the Nintendo section, and then there's the Sony section, and then there is the Microsoft section, right? Well, until they're established, everything gets stuck in other, right? Everything. So if they had for example, like the Evercade or the Polymega or the Atari VCS, the Amico, all that stuff would be in the other. If there was an agreement to have pre-orders, they'd be in that other section for first. Then when the system launches, if there was enough stuff and they were paying for the product space as well, that would move to its own section. It would have its own section. Anyway, it's a little inside baseball, but that's how it works at GameStop on the store level. So if you walk in there, this is the point. If you walk in there and you want to put down in the Intellivision Amico, and for whatever reason the people working there can't find it, there are two things you can do. One, ask them to print the other page of the pre-order lists, and it'll be right on there, all three systems. The other thing you can do is check down below in the description, and I'm going to put the SKU number for the Galaxy Purple right there in the description for you. So you can actually walk in with that SKU and be like, oh, I want to put down on the SKU. Now here's the best part. And I don't know whether or not this is actually like, something that was just, we made an oopsie because we forgot what this was, or maybe they just want to do that. But so normally you go on to the online websites, right? You go to Fig, you go to even GameStop's own website, and you either pay for full upfront, all $2.99 in GameStop when you're pre-ordering online, or if you go to fig.co, they want $100, right? Because that's, Tommy's always been talking about how, we want you to have skin in the game, and you put it in there, and then, if you don't want it, we give it back to you. You have, refunds and all that kind of stuff. But if you weren't in that position and you wanted to leverage stuff like trade credit or all that kind of stuff, GameStop will let you do that. And that pre-order, the receipt right there, was $5. That's right, $5. I walked in there, I said, I want to pre-order Intellivision Amico. What's the minimum down? Just out of morbid curiosity, $5. So you got a 5 spot, you got to pre-order an Amico, and you have from now until the 15th of April to pay that thing off. You can use your trade credit bonuses. You can use, like whatever, trading games against it, do whatever. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Now, it might be a misnomer, right? Like they could have even realized it when I pre-ordered yesterday and then went, oop, oh, that's actually a console SKU, so we really need like the true amount, which is usually either $50 or $100, depending upon the price level of the console. So this video might get dated in case somebody goes and checks it out. But right now, if you're watching this early and you want to pre-order an Amico and you didn't have $100, but you have $5, go over to GameStop, put your $5 down. It's pretty cool. I did, but then why did I pre-order the Galaxy Purple Edition when I'm already a founder, and I actually also I might have pre-ordered a VIP edition too. So why did I pre-order that Galaxy Purple? Well, that, my friends, might be another show indeed. And wouldn't that be something if this guy was thinking about doing something really cool with it? So I'm going to leave that right there and say, hey, happy hunting out there. If you guys were interested in the PlayStation 5 and Series X and you got one, good on you. Tell me what it's all about. For me, I'm probably waiting now. Now that I've missed the big waves and all that kind of stuff, it's probably a holiday 2021, early 2022 game for me. Because April 15th is now my new launch day for new consoles. Now, there is a semi-new console-ish thing that I'm going to have another video about a little bit later. I mentioned it before, the Polymega. I'll be talking about that real soon, too. That I don't classify as like I'm pre-ordering a new console so I can go buy all these games and accessories and have the console launch thing of my dreams, kind of thing. Like that's not what the Polymega is, but I do have some cool stuff coming. So check that out. But yeah, happy hunting out there with the PS5 and the Series X. And if you guys are all about Amico, like I said, there's tons of ways to go get it. Jump on in, pre-order away, and we'll see you next time on Amico All Access, talking about that. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna have some pretty cool topics this weekend, and that's about it. So until next time, we will catch you next time for some good times. Take it easy, guys.
Team RTFC.baconicecream.com